In today's video, we check out two Jason Smith Masterbuilt Fender Custom Shop Strats. So let's get started. Guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury shred machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Ben Keightley, and today I have the pleasure of showing you two Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt guitars. The standard Fender Custom Shop guitars are referred to as team built, which means that several people will have built the one guitar, whereas a master builder is one guitar made by one luthier in their own unique style. So we have two very contrasting Fender Strats today. They're both from the 60s era, but one has Firebird pickups and one has a standard Strat layout. So the first guitar I'm going to show you today is the one that you saw in the intro of this video. It's a Fender Charcoal Frost Metallic Strat. So let's check it out. So here's the first guitar we're going to be looking at today. This is the Jason Smith Masterbuilt Fender Custom Shop 60s Strat in Charcoal Frost Metallic in a Journeyman relic. As you can see, this guitar has been routed for twin humbuckers. We basically have a Firebird in the neck and we have a standard humbucker in the bridge. These are the Seymour Duncan Antiquity set, and this is actually a Firebird pickup, and this is a standard PAF pickup. Very interesting combination of pickups. To my ear, the Firebird pickup has a little bit of a kind of P90 quality to it, and the bridge pickup is standard kind of low wound PAF, kind of a bit like a wide range pickup that Fender do. It's very low gain, but very good for clean tones and that kind of blues style. This guitar just oozes vibe. I really like how we have a roasted maple neck on this one, but with a nice kind of clear lacquer over it. So it feels like a normal Strat, but it has a very kind of rich and chocolatey look in person. That's paired with a lovely dark rosewood fingerboard. Only the best of the best for the Masterbuilt guitars. So you can see this has a really nice streakiness to it, very dark. We have clay dots on this one because it's a 60s model. I think the clay dots are the best looking inlays on Strats. I think it has a really nice kind of muted quality that complements the wood. As you can see there, we have a matching headstock of that frosted charcoal metallic. I love matching headstocks. It kind of reminds me of the Jaguars and Jazzmasters of this era with the refins. On the back here, we can see Jason Smith's little logo there to show that it's a Masterbuilt. In terms of other cool specs, obviously we have a tortoiseshell guard, which is 3 plies. We're in the 60s now, and they moved from the single ply to the 3 ply. We've got 1 volume and 2 tones. This tone controls the bridge pickup, and this tone controls the neck pickup. This has a really nice kind of tasteful relic job. I'll get some close-ups for you, but Journeyman typically doesn't show many dents. This one is mainly lacquer checking with a few dents on the finish. I also really like what he's done with the volume and tone controls. They're slightly kind of aged. They're a little bit more kind of creamed over rather than glaring white, and it adds a really nice authentic vibe to this guitar. Same with the pickups. We have some corrosion going on there, which really adds to the vibe alongside the 6-point trem. On the side here, we can see we have the clay dots on the side. On the floor traveler, which comes with every single Fender Custom Shop guitar, but you can see that this actually has handwritten notes on it, as it is a Masterbuilt guitar, so Jason Smith has written on this himself. It says we have a 65 Strat C. So the way I describe it, it's a little bit wider than a 50s and a lot slimmer than a 50s, but it still has enough girth. It's kind of like a modern neck shape, very nice. We have a 10-inch radius on this one, so fairly flat. And we have medium jumbo frets, which is really good for getting the bends in. 21 frets, and we have a bone nut on this one as well. I'm just going to read through the list, see if I've missed anything. This is a nitro finish guitar. It's quite interesting because he's put like neck notes, so he's put no finish for the back, route for twin humbuckers. And here we have the dates that the body was coloured and the neck was coloured, so it really, authenticates that process that the master builder goes through. Master built guitars are handcrafted by one luthier, in this case Jason Smith, but you can pick any master builder that you want. A normal Fender Custom Shop guitar is what they call team built, where the entire Fender Custom Shop team will build it just like a factory floor. So the body will go to one person, the neck will go to another. Whereas when you get a Masterbuilt guitar, that one master builder has thought through the guitar and is building it all on their own, which obviously adds to the price as you're paying for a craftsman to do it all on their own. It makes it a very personalized experience if you're looking for a certain model. So now let's hear a few clean tones from this beautiful Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt guitar. So this is obviously a very kind of unorthodox look for a 60s Strat. So let's go and have a look at another Jason Smith Masterbuilt, which is a little bit more conventional. So here's the more conventional looking one. This is a 63 Strat relic by Jason Smith. Again, a Masterbuilt guitar, so it was just made on his own. In terms of the neck shape on this one, this was a lot thicker. So we're probably looking at more like a 63 profile or a 62 profile. It's a lot more pronounced on the back and a lot more girth, a little bit less wide as well. So first off, I can just see how dark this rosewood fingerboard is. Again, we have the clay dots. It's a similar spec, in all honesty, in the neck profile department. So we've got rosewood fingerboard, clay dots, maple neck. This is not roasted, this is just relic, so you can see that we've got all the lacquer taken off this neck. What I've noticed on the Jason Smith models is that he uses a very thin nitrocellulose lacquer. So even on this neck here, when I go to this neck heel where there is, lacquer, it doesn't feel massively different to this section of the neck as well. It's very satin all the way. This neck is like butter. The fretboard edges are very, very smooth. I can't feel the frets anywhere. It's superbly done, and that's really what you pay for when you are getting a Masterbuilt guitar. You're paying for that extra level of attention. As we look at the headstock here, obviously we've got a standard maple headstock, but we have that spaghetti logo that you see in the 60s. Again, on the back here, you're gonna see Jason Smith's little logo, as you can see there. Vintage style tuners, so 6 in line, you just push them in, and these are all kind of tarnished, which looks really nice, a little bit of rust to show its age. As we work down to our body, this is where it mainly differs from the previous model we've seen. So we obviously have an older body with a lovely Olympic white blonde finish, which is actually translucent in areas, so you can see the wood grains, which just shows how thin this finish is. As you can see, we've got a little bit more relicking than the Journeyman, so this could be considered as a relic. We have obviously a little bit of bare wood there, which is really nice. It's in areas that you'd expect somewhere to be. My pet peeve with custom shop guitars sometimes is the really heavy relics when it's unnatural. I prefer relics like this where it's a little bit more subtle. Maybe some parts of the the top here could, it probably isn't very realistic, but it does look really cool, and especially this finish really complements the dark rosewood fingerboard nicely. In terms of pickups, we have the Fat 60s pickups in these. These are hand wound pickups, and we have a 5-way switch, 1 volume, 2 tones. Again, he's aged these knobs very similarly. The aging on the knobs and the pickup covers are very similar to the one on the charcoal frost guitar. Again, we have a bone nut, which is going to be really good for tuning stability, and a 3-ply guard that's minted out over the years. So let's hear how this beautiful Strat sounds. Now let's turn up the gain and hear some distortion tones on both of these Fender Masterbuilt Strats. So guys, what are my final thoughts on today's video? I guess the question is the Fender Masterbuilt series worth it? Depending on the guitar that you've ordered and whether you're buying it secondhand or new, you would be paying $1 to $4 grand more for a Masterbuilt guitar on top of a Fender custom shop. So there definitely is that Masterbuilt tax there, which is very expensive. The thing that you get from a Fender Masterbuilt guitar is almost like you've ordered a guitar from Alluvia in his shed. It's a very unique item that is personalized to you. Also, with each master builder, you're gonna kind of pay for their unique style. For example, Jason Smith has a very particular way of aging his hardware and his knobs, as well as the finish in general. He's very tasteful relica. It's up to you as a buyer whether it's worth it or not. These guitars play very similarly to Fender custom shop guitars, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only difference is that the fretboard may be slightly better set up and the intonation is a bit better, but that's something that you could always do yourself. Really, these Fender Masterbuilt guitars are collector's items. They are, personal heirloom guitars that you want to keep. In my opinion, I wouldn't ever personally buy a Fender Masterbuilt guitar because my personal tastes are more towards Gibsons and Gretsch's, that type of realm of guitar. So I would definitely get a made-to-measure Gibson or a Masterbuilt Gretsch, for example, but I would never personally get a Strat because I don't play Strats very often. Bringing up Gretsch actually have a very similar system with the Masterbuilt custom shop. Their custom shop is purely Masterbuilt by Stephen Stone and some of his very highly experienced staff that are also Masterbuilders. But that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. If I had to choose between the two Masterbuilts that I featured today, I'd have to go for the Charcoal Frost Metallic, and that's purely because of the pickups. The pickups are a lot more to my taste. They were a little bit darker sounding, a little bit more Gibson sounding. They had a really cool tone to them. So personally, I'd go for the Charcoal Frost Metallic in Journeyman Relic. Do you own a Fender Masterbuilt guitar? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really eager to hear about your guys' collection. But thank you so much for watching Squealing Pig Guitars. My name is Ben Keightley, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Squealing Pig Guitars. But until then, keep rocking, guys. I'll see you soon.